Welcome to the broadcast. My name is John Mayfield, the Real Estate Tech Guy, and thank you so much for joining another live stream with Global Real Estate School. Hey, we're hopefully on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Global Real Estate School YouTube account, and we really want you to subscribe to that YouTube account. You can click on the bell over at YouTube, and each and every time we go live, you will be notified and find out about all of our live streaming courses that we have. So check that out. Go to YouTube, search for Global Real Estate School. Well, I want to get right into another learning session for you, training session for our students. We've had a great day today, lots of new students signing up, and we're trying to do live streaming to help our students understand the material and kind of feel like they're in the classroom, but at the same time, they can study and prepare for the real estate exam on their own timetable. You know, you can take our course, you can take it on your phone. That's what I meant to say. So that's kind of cool. Our course is very compatible for any type of smartphone, tablet. Many of our students actually prepare and take the course right from their phone. So whatever your choice, you can do that. But I want to get right into the session here, and just going to go over to the display. Hopefully we are showing the display here, and I'm going to click on my Word file here. This is part of our downloadable book that we have, and you can actually trying to see here. We've actually, I think this is where we're at here. I want to make sure we're going on the live view. I think we're looking at the Word file here, but you can actually download our textbook we have, and this is chapter 1. One of the things I need to do is kind of update some of the end of the chapter material for our students. So I'm working on that, and that's what I'm going to be going over the next week or so. One thing, I lost like 50 pounds since the last time I recorded all of these sessions. So I know sometimes I've done some Zoom meetings with people and they're like, whoa, what happened to you? So all is good. I feel great. I'm just eating more healthy and trying to exercise and do some things like that. So anyway, we're going to be kind of going what I call the end of each module session. And this is module 1, where we talk about some of the characteristics of real estate and some of the things that you need to know as we go through the characteristics of real estate. You know, throughout the course, we talk about, it's kind of interesting, you almost feel like you're in a law course because we talk about a lot of laws. We have the law of agency, the law of contracts. We talk a lot about different contracts throughout the course, the laws governing our property rights. And you know what's interesting about the real estate course and real estate in general is this. Not only do you have rights when you buy real estate, but did you know that as a tenant, someone who's renting property, you have rights too. You have rights of quiet enjoyment and other rights that we talk about throughout the course. So I know sometimes you kind of feel like you're almost in law school when you're going through the real estate course, but there are some very interesting topics that we go through. And of course, we also want to talk about real estate licensing and some of the rules and laws that pertain to state laws and real estate licensing. So we'll cover all of these as we go through the book, and want to quickly go over here and just, I think, as I need to move over a little bit. So let me kind of move my information up here. Okay, so we're going to go over a few things here. I want you to understand we have several definitions that we look at here. We have the definition of land by itself. We have the definition of real estate, And we have the definition of real property. And of course, there would not be a webinar if you didn't have a dog barking in the background, like my little dog Lucy. So, hey, that's just part of live streaming. But we'll let her bark and have her good time. She might even come down here later and want to get live on camera as well to say hello to you. But as we talk about some of these various definitions, I want you to understand that each of these definitions really have a different meaning or a different interpretation for the real estate exam. Number one, I want you to understand that land equals natural things, okay? So remember that, land equals natural. Now, I'm gonna just make this a little bit smaller so we can talk about this. What do we mean by natural? Well, trees, rocks, the soil, anything that is natural, it falls under the definition of land. Now, I don't know why that wants to do that. I think I know why, but we'll try to fix this here. The joys of live streaming. So I think I had soil there, didn't I? I don't know why that was jumping down, but could be my eraser is, I'm moving my pin around as a mouse there. But just remember, land equals natural things. Now again, we use these terms synonymously, but for the real estate exam, they may have these in definitions and you have to pull out of that definition, well, what is land by itself? And what you have to understand is the natural items. I say the natural things, but anything that's natural. Now, real estate takes this a step further because notice it includes all of the manufactured items. So it not only encompasses land, remember the natural, the land, but it's also going to encompass manufactured items, okay? So understand that you not only have the natural items that are associated, but it also includes man-made items. So that could be things such as a fence, a garage, a house, and so forth. So you can see that there. I'm getting aggravated at my new smart board. I will figure out why that is doing that here in a little bit. And then we take the definition of real property. And real property actually encompasses not only the definition of land and real estate, but it includes what are called your bundle of legal rights, okay? So what I want you to understand is this: there are three different types of definitions that you could see on the real estate examination. One is land, right? And we remember land equals natural. Anything that's natural, trees, rocks, the soil, natural. Real estate, as we discussed, not only includes the natural items, but it also includes any man-made items, fences, garages. If it's man-made, it's included under the definition of real estate. But that also brings in the definition of land. So the definition of land is natural items only. The definition of real estate includes the natural items, but it also includes the man-made items. And then your definition of real property not only includes land, the natural items, real estate, man-made and natural, but real property includes the definition of your bundle of legal rights, your rights to get a loan on the property, your rights to rent it, to lease it to someone, your rights to leave it or give it to someone, to sell it. All of those bundle of legal rights, we call that sometimes I have a graphic about a bundle of sticks. And that is included, that's what's called your bundle of legal rights. So you want to kind of remember that even though we use these words synonymously, they each have their own specific meaning, okay, for the real estate examination. Now, as we move on, I'm going to move back over to the display, and I think I may know what the problem is. I have my, there we go. I'm going to bring this back to 100%. I had this blown up, and I'm wondering if that could be part of the problem, is that when I was circling things, it was dropping down because my screen was blown up a little bit. I say blown up, I had it more than 100%. Now, we're going to actually move on down here a little bit. And talk about a few more things from chapter 1, and then we're going to wrap this up, and just wanted to kind of use the interactive board and do some other creative things here and not have some of the issues, and kind of show you a little bit about Global Real Estate School. And we go through all of this information in the course, which I think is cool because there's audio, we have questions on all of this. We do talk about the rights with real estate, and I was looking at the real estate examination today. Go over here to I think it was right here, and I was looking at one of the PSA exams, and they were talking about part of what you need to know for the examination. I was actually in a different spot, but this all falls under parts of the information you need to know for the real estate examination. And so here we go, right here. I was just looking at that. But right here you can see mineral, air rights, water rights, and so forth. I actually have a pretty interesting way that I can also annotate right on the screen. You cannot see that there, but now you can. So right here, mineral rights. So hopefully you can see that there. And that is what we were just looking at over here when we went back over here to the Word document, is you need to know this information right here. So very important that you understand that as well. Well, I have probably had about all of the fun I can have today. Challenging trials, that's the joys of going live. But you know what? I'm going to keep perfecting, keep trying. I'm not going to give up. I'm really hoping this broadcast over to my YouTube channel, because that's been a challenge for me to get that to work, and we figured out hopefully some things we needed to do differently there. However, it's live, and I remember what a good friend of mine, I say a good friend, a guy I know and met through the National Speakers Association, said at one of our meetings. And he said, his name's Patrick Almond, I'll always remember this. Patrick said, done beats perfection every time. So you know what? We did a live stream. We covered a few items from the interactive board. I think I learned that I don't need to blow that up to 100%. But I want you to definitely understand the 3 different definitions for land, real estate, and real property. Land equals natural items. Good job. Real estate equals natural plus man-made. And real property equals natural, man-made, and your bundle of legal rights. Well, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. We'd love for you to do that. Give us a thumbs up. You might do a thumbs down for today's episode. I'm sorry. Hey, you know what? I'll take it. It's okay, but I want to help you pass the real estate examination on your very first attempt. I heard from 2 people today, one by text, one by phone call. They both passed their exam on the very first attempt, so that's what matters. We had a lady sign up for our state material today. She said, I went to another school, I couldn't pass. I downloaded and purchased, she purchased and downloaded My Real Estate Exam Coach. And she said, you helped me pass the national exam, John. Now I need help passing the state. So anyway, we sold her information to help her with the state examination as well. But check us out, Global Real Estate School. You can also go to our YouTube and look for us there. Just type in Global Real Estate School. But go to globalrealestateschool.com. We have lots of resources, digital flashcards you can download to your computer. We have My Real Estate Exam Coach there. You can also go to myrealestateexamcoach.com, and we're approved in several states. And I promise you, throughout the online course that I have, I don't have some of these mistakes that I have all the time. But it's been fun, and it's live, and I'll be doing some recording in the future so that I can kind of edit some of those items out. I do want to mention too, which I think is kind of cool, we have Global Real Estate School Support.com. And what's really great about that, I had a student today who had a question, and I always respond by video email because I like to send my emails by video so I can talk to you and explain what's going on. And I responded to him by video email, and I noticed through our support page, because when you send me emails, it tries to figure out through our bot, our Zen bot that we have at Zendesk, and it will give you suggestions for articles based on your email that you send me. And lo and behold, I got an email from a student. I sent a video email back to them with the answer, and then I got to looking, and it said that the person had closed the ticket because they got their answer through feedback through our support page. So just something different we do at Global Real Estate School. And by the way, hopefully you're still watching, we're giving away an iPad to one lucky student or anyone who refers a student to us. So my daughter's going to be unveiling more of that through our social media. Just be sure and like our social media page on Instagram and Global Real Estate School Facebook, and that way you'll be notified, or you'll be able to find out about the whole contest and how you can enter to win an iPad that we're going to draw the 1st of October. So I'd love for you to do that as well. Well, thank you so much for watching this episode of our live broadcast. We appreciate you so much and want you to reach out to us if you have any questions, and send students to Global Real Estate School. Hey, have a great evening, and I will talk to you soon.